This is Prince Magnum coming to you from his apartment in Washington. Uh, Very recently, I did a video about surviving in the privacy of your own home. And my wife liked it for the most part. I haven't posted it yet, but as soon as I do, I hope to get some decent reviews on it. My wife liked the video and everything, but she said, I really wish you would have went on some of the things that are in your pack. So if you're new to survive, trying to do the survival thing, if you're new to it and looking to add some stuff to your kit, I'm going to do a series of videos dedicated to that. So maybe you can add the things that I might suggest to your pack, or maybe just maybe you might see this and decide that something else is better. One of the things I'm really big about is simplicity, and what I'm really big about is avoiding things that don't work in your pack and make absolutely no sense. Why put it in there if it's not going to work? Well, I'm big about, when in a survival situation, you can't rely upon electronics. So I know a lot of you are going to go out and spend a lot of money on phone apps and things like that. Well, eventually that technology is going to fail you because it requires electricity to keep that battery charged. It might last you for a couple of days. It might last you 3, 4 days. But if the help isn't on the horizon right away, it's no good to you. So technology will eventually fail you. So what you see before you is something that I do keep in my pack. Just a regular set of bicycle playing cards. You know, this is kind of a no dust situation. Why a set of bicycle cards in your pack? Well, uh, not only are these cards, if you're by yourself, you can keep you're in camp at night and you have nothing else better to do. You can simply play solitaire, or if you've got a group of people with you and that sort of thing, in that survival situation, well, now you can play rummy, poker, blackjack. I used to love playing blackjack when I drank. Um, you can play as games, even if you got kids in the camp, as simple as Go Fish. Uh, just a great versatile thing. And in the worst case scenario, these cards, even though they're wax coated, can help you start your campfire because underneath that wax is paper. So in a real tough situation, this can help start your campfire. Very versatile, if you ask me. So, but one of the other things that I'm going to show you, and I'm not some great magician, but I do practice the occasional illusionary magic trick. So I'm not going to open up this deck of cards to do that with because this is the one I keep in my pack, and my father-in-law gave me these, and I really don't want to open them unless I absolutely have to, because I don't like to crack into my survival pack. But I'm going to show you here. I've got basically some cards here that are laid out, and I'm not going to bore everybody to tears. But if you look, basically, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up. I've taken these cards and placed them, from ace to king in order, and I've done that with all four of these. Okay, and what you can do if you're in a survival situation, or you just want to use this for the hell of it. I learned this trick from a particular gentleman who kept getting himself in trouble with the law. But his grandmother showed this to me. Well, showed this to him, and then he showed it to me. And it was just something he did. And it's a trick that's really, really simple. Heck, I learned it, and I'm not the most knowledgeable in the world of illusion. But if you will, we'll take these cards that have been placed, from the bottom up, it's ace through king, and we'll just put this deck together. And what you can do is you take and put your deck right like that, okay? And then you take and cut the deck. We'll say right about in half, right about in half. And then you put that stack on top. Pretty cool so far. Now, and then you can, if you got more than one person, you can do this. If you take and then cut it again, not necessarily in the same exact spot, but if you have a couple of people sitting around, you can do that. Have somebody else do it, and just tell them to cut it as close to the middle as possible, but don't cut it exactly where you did. And then if you got a third person, you can have then cut it again, and hopefully not in the same exact spot. Pretty cool so far. And basically that takes the trick out of your hands and makes it a little bit more believable. And then what you do is you're going to lay it out and you're going to do 13 cards, you know, and then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm sorry, 10, 11, make a little room for myself, 12, and 13. Looks pretty normal so far, but then all of a sudden something funny happens. We're going to go back up here to the ace, and uh-oh, and there's the 2, there's the 3, there's a 4, a 5, a 6, 7, the other 8, and you can just keep on going. You get the general idea at this point. 9, and you just keep on going. And if you do it right, the cards should all match each other. And if you're in a survival situation, you can pull this on your buddies in your camp, or you can just use this whenever. If you're like me, sometimes I like to carry a deck of cards just to pull this trick on normal everyday people, and it's a lot of fun to see their reactions. It's the only one I really teach. I know a few others, but this is the only one I teach. And as you can see, all of them just keep coming out. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't too long ago I showed my grandmother this trick and taught her how to do it, and she thought that was the neatest thing, that she knew a magic trick with cards. And here's the secret to it. This card trick is so simple, it shouldn't even work, but it does. And the secret is when you cut the deck, you cut it in threes. If you cut it once or twice, it doesn't come out. If you cut it 2 times, it doesn't come out. If you cut it in 3, it'll come out. And the secret is, whatever you do, always cut it in threes. You can cut it 3 times, 6 times, 9 times, and so on down the line. And as long as you do that, the cards should all match. Just make sure you cut them close to the center of the deck every time, and it should always come out. And like I said, I had a friend show me that. Hopefully he's learned to stay out of trouble. But that's something that maybe that you can do with a deck of cards in a survival situation. Something you can pull on all your friends. You know, it's great for entertainment. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, like I said, there's something to be said about having cards in your pack. They don't take up a whole lot of space. They do serve a purpose. They can serve a purpose beyond just keeping you entertained. And for the price that you really pay for them, you know, it makes a whole lot of sense. You know, can you afford it? Does it work? And can you carry it? And I think you can do all 3 of those things with a deck of cards. So I hope this video was somewhat informative. If not, I mean, it was very hard to do this. I usually have to have both hands to do this magic trick. You know, I hope that you were able to catch it, and I hope that you can use it. Use it to wow your friends. It's a real simple trick, and I really enjoy this magic trick. It's probably my favorite one. So with that, I hope all of you out there use this. If not, I hope maybe it helps you, inspire you to figure out something else. And if anything, I hope it was at least slightly entertaining. And with that being said, if nobody's told you that they love you, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.